All right, we're here at Ellsworth High School, and I'm joined by Andrea and Andy Beardsley. The last official day of summer school, and
yes.
So that's a big relief. But
yes.
You guys have, after 26 years of each year at the high school, are leaving at the end of the month and are heading down to Virginia, I think you said.
Yes.
And so I guess we wanted, and there was an excellent article. Taylor Vorthams did a
very nice job.
Fantastic article about you in the Ellsworth American, and I would encourage everyone to pick that copy up. Just, I guess I wanted to give you an opportunity because it kind of happened after school ended, and I know you're having a party at your house and things like that amongst all the chaos of trying to move and everything like that. But just to, I guess, ask you some questions and give you a chance to say goodbye to Ellsworth on the video. So, 26 years teaching is a long time, especially at one school. I think my wife has been at Nokomis since 1986. So yeah, she's
very comparable.
And it's forever ago in terms of technology, in terms of kids' behavior. I mean, just so much has changed. So I guess, you know, what's changed? What have you enjoyed most about teaching here at Ellsworth High School, and what are you going to miss most, I guess? So I'll let you go ahead first.
First, who I'm going to miss the most, it's going to be a who, not a what so much. It's going to be, I'll miss the students and my colleagues. I really like coming to work every day and seeing a group of students, new students every year. And at this point, we're on our second generation of students.
Which is scary when that happens.
Yes, I have kids of kids very, very frequently now. And it's nice to see the family progression and the students come and go. I'll miss that, and having that continuity and having a new group of students, which will be exciting, but I won't know those family names, I won't know that family history, I won't be able to make those kinds of connections. So that will be sad, that I'll have to put some years in to figure that out at our new house.
What, well, go ahead, Andy.
I was just going to say, I mean, technology obviously has changed, but other than that, very little. I mean, we were at the old high school for a number of years before we came to this new high school, which is still feels state-of-the-art to me. I mean, it's a wonderful high school.
Beautiful school.
And I guess that's one of the things that to me hasn't changed. The facilities are wonderful, and the kids really, I don't think, have changed. They still ask questions. They're still wonderful kids. I mean, our whole career, I think we've been lucky to have the Ellsworth community's had wonderful students. And while 26 years is a fair amount of time, I mean, some people are in their careers 50 years. And there are teachers here in Ellsworth that have been here far longer than us. So, you know, it's been a wonderful experience, and we're not really leaving Ellsworth. We're coming back every summer, and we'll probably be here for graduation next year because school gets out a little earlier in Virginia.
That's our plan.
Start earlier and get out earlier.
We've told students that we will be back for graduation next year. So we start earlier and get out earlier, like Andy said. So I'm supposed to be out June 7th next year. So graduation will be after that.
Virginia, I mean, if there's an inch or two, it's a snow day, because I have friends that live down in Virginia. We've
been warned about that.
I mean, and here we've come from a winter with, gosh, close to 13, 14 feet of snow when you add it all up. But
sure, that's something that will actually be very different for me personally, as I've spent my entire life either in Maine or in Alaska. And so Virginia will probably have a little bit less snow.
A little bit?
Probably.
A little bit less. They'll drive the same way as they do up here when we have 16 inches of snow. Tell us what you're going to do down in Virginia.
I'll be teaching chemistry in a very large public high school, almost 2,000 students, so that will be different. I'm also teaching astronomy, which will be interesting because I've taught it for only probably a quarter of a year, probably 20-something years ago, and now I'll be teaching it for a whole year. So it will be one of those learn along with the kids. And I'm going to be quoting Neil deGrasse Tyson a lot. So that's So we'll be doing that quite a bit. But chemistry and astronomy.
And Andy, what are you going to do?
I will be teaching freshmen, which I haven't done since the first 4 or 5 years of my career. And I'll be teaching 3 sections of English and 2 sections of world history, which I have not taught history before. I mean, I have knowledge of history, but this history will be more in a humanitas, which was run by former teachers Joyce Whitmore and Maureen Junta years ago. So it's going to be that sort of format. The history will run in parallel with the English. So it'd be exciting. It'd be a new adventure for both of us. We're like new teachers again.
Yes. Well, and that's part of why we're looking at a challenge now, is to do something new and to do something different. So both of us are going to be teaching new subjects after teaching.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a revitalization.
Yes.
Sure.
And makes it a little bit more exciting. Same school?
Different schools.
So that's
going to be.
Although when we've been here, it's not like I see her all the time every day.
No, but you get reports from students.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's how we make our connections more, is we tend to run in different circles in school, and we make our connections mostly through our students. And so students report on stuff that he said about me in class that wasn't particularly nice.
Yeah.
Or I'll use stories of Andy's exploits with running in anatomy frequently. But we keep up.
Yeah. So I'll be at a high school that's similar to Ellsworth size, actually a little bit smaller than Ellsworth.
Yeah.
And it's a private school. There's just a few.
That's another new thing.
That's different.
We've been in public education
it's not
this whole time.
Fully private in the sense that they're all boarders, but there's about 380 students, and it's a private sort of day school.
Are you going to be doing anything with the cross country?
Yes, I'm going to be coaching actually, so I'm excited.
Sure.
To be coaching. Yeah.
In terms of. And then your kids, your younger children will be going down with you as well.
Yes. So we have our 2 oldest children will be in college, so it doesn't impact them too terribly much.
Other than where they go for Thanksgiving.
Which is very different. I mean, because without any question, I share this. I went to high school in Bermuda, and then went to college in Vermont, and my parents moved into a house in Massachusetts that was being renovated. So I'd never been to that house. And I remember coming home Thanksgiving or Columbus Day and having to get directions to my house, which was just very weird.
Yeah.
So.
No, so we'll have 2 boys in that situation.
Then our 3 youngest will be at school near us.
So in 8th grade, 6th grade, and 4th grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brahman, Baruch, and Eden.
So that'll be a new experience for them, going to school down
Yes,
in Virginia.
and they will be attending the private school that Andy's affiliated with. He's teaching at the upper school, the high school, and the kids will be attending a different.
Middle school.
Yeah.
They'll be at the middle school part of that
Yes.
school.
Okay.
So
I know you've got to go. The camera's yours. What do you want to say to the Ellsworth community?
I do want to apologize for how quickly this came about, and we didn't mean to blindside anybody that way. We started talking about doing something different in May as a result of meeting with Andy's brother. So we started looking for jobs in late May, and it just happened and snowballed very quickly. So it wasn't intentional to keep it from people until things were finalized. But I want to thank everybody that I've worked with for over the years. It's been a lot of different teachers, a lot of different administrators. Everybody's been incredibly supportive in the Ellsworth district. The teachers really are very supportive of each other. I'll miss the students, obviously, and I know there are a lot of kids that were disappointing where they had signed up for classes with us, and I do miss you. I miss you already, even though I'll see you in the summer. I promise we'll come back in the summer. So I wish you all the best. I wish you luck, and you're going to do really, really well, and you're going to have awesome teachers. There are going to be awesome teachers still here. You're going to get new awesome teachers who are going to replace us.
I guess I would just say I am just full of love and caring for Ellsworth students, faculty, staff, and this whole community. It's really been a blessing for our family. It's been a wonderful place to live, to teach, to raise children. So I just want to say this is a wonderful community, and we feel really lucky. And this is definitely where we'll be coming back every summer and probably retiring and growing very old here. So.
Yes, that's happening right now. No, but
so it's not like we're gone. You'll be seeing us around.
And this is home. And to dovetail off of what you were saying, I was thinking from a professional point of view, but as a parent, our children have done really, really well in the Ellsworth school system. We have happy, healthy kids, very successful, and they've done extremely well in the Ellsworth system. And we have.
And I would like to echo that the leadership for the Ellsworth School District is outstanding. And with Danny Higgins as superintendent and Dan Clifford as principal, I can only see the high school going, in positive directions to be on the cutting edge for all of Maine.
As you reflect back over your 26 years, how many kids have you had? How many kids have you taught?
We tried to do the math at one point, and it's
in the thousands.
It's in the thousands.
I mean, if you average over 100 students a year, which we have, for many years we averaged 120 students. So
that's
quite
a
a few.
lot.
It's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So.
We've been very lucky to have had you as teachers and coaches.
We've been lucky to have them, and going to the grocery store proves that. When you walk down the aisles of the grocery store and you can talk to every single person in the grocery store, I feel very blessed and fortunate to be part of the community in the grocery store, because we can make connections with basically everyone there in one way or the other. And so it's nice to be part of such a small, close-knit community like that.
All right, your party is when?
Next Thursday.
Yep.
Which is
the 25th. No, 23rd.
23rd.
4 o'clock. It's not really a party, and we didn't come up with the idea. It was some of the people that know us. Paul Furlot, who is actually one of the best runners that ever came out of Ellsworth and has followed the Ellsworth cross-country program.
And Ernie Tracy,
another
alumni, and then Alita Looker, they're the three amigos.
They came over to Paul and Alita came over to our house and said, we want to have a get-together. And I said, well, if you want, you can use my yard, because we have a big yard and a barn in case it rains. So.
But we would love to see people, but we understand this is a crazy time of year for everyone. So we've had several well wishes, which we really appreciate. So thank you very much.
What about an email if somebody wants to email you? I mean, obviously your Ellsworth High School.
They're still valid, so I would say use those.
Use those for right now.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook-ish.
Yes.
I check it sometimes. Andy does not, but I will have people message me. And I think for right now, that's the best way to do it.
Why don't you give your Ellsworth High School?
It is, I'm A. Beardsley, and Andy is A. Beardsley. We've been a problem for all this time, so.
The technology people going, oh, yes, thank God those problem children are gone.
Yes, they're very happy that we're leaving. So A. Beardsley and A. Beardsley at ellsworthschools.org.
All right. Thanks very much.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Bye.
That was great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you're going to run off?